We have the events A and B. The events A and B are such that the probability of A is 0.25 and the probability of A union B is 0.4. We're asked to evaluate the probability of B when A and B are mutually exclusive. So, when A and B are mutually exclusive, and only when A and B are mutually exclusive, we get the probability of A union B is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B. This gives us the fact that we have 0.4, that's the probability of A union B, is equal to 0.25 plus the probability of B. If I subtract 0.25 from both sides of the equation, then I am left with the probability of B being equal to 0.15. Let's have a look at how the marks are awarded. You get a standalone statement mark simply for indicating that the probability of A union B is probability A plus probability of B. You then get an accuracy mark for actually correctly calculating that the probability of B is in fact 0.15. So really, this is the really important part here. Let's have a look at question B. B says we want to find the probability of B when A and B are independent. What I know in this situation is that if A and B are independent, I can use the fact that the probability of A intersect B equals probability of A times the probability of B. To make this question a little bit smoother in terms of the working, what I'm going to say at this point is I'm just going to assign the probability of B to the variable x. We're then going to use the standard addition law. So the probability of A union B is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A intersect B. I can replace my values. So probability of A union B is 0.4. Probability of A is 0.25. Probability of B, is x, and then I get, instead of probability of A intersect B, I'm going to have probability of A times the probability of B, so that's going to give us 0.25 multiplied by x, so 0.25x. Now, I can tidy this up. I can do x take away the 0.25x, and then what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to subtract 0.25 from both sides of the equation. So I'm going to do a couple of things in this one step. If you need to take a couple of steps to make sure you don't make any mistakes, that's perfectly fine. So 0.4 take away the 0.25 gives me 0.15, and then I get x take away 0.25x gives me 0.75x. Finally, we just need to, sorry, there should be a subtract in there to indicate that. We just need to divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 0.75, and this gives me that x equals 0.15 over 0.75, and when you work through this and cancel it, you can write this as a fifth or 0.2. So how do we get marks in this question? Well, again, we're going to get a method mark for indicating we're using the addition law and the fact that probability of A intersect B equals probability of A times probability of B. If you've done that inside the formula here, straight away, that's completely acceptable. We then get an accuracy mark for correctly substituting in our values into this formula. So 0.4 equals to 0.25 plus x minus 0.25x. We then finally finish with an accuracy mark for finding that x equals 1/5. I hope that all made sense and that you understood it.